That's right, and we got an exciting game here between two teams, honestly, that are defined by the defensive sides. Largely, you can make that argument. Honestly, the Iron Wall of NRG versus this proactive, re-clearing play style of GIANTX. But honestly, a lot of this as well is quite interesting in terms of the map pool, the way this is laid out, because you've got maps where NRG, on their attack side rounds, have been really just quite dominant at across the board so far at Champs.
They've actually been great on their attack side so far at Champs. In fact, it's been their defense that's struggled. It'll probably even out over the course of the event, but I agree, we've got some really interesting stuff coming up. And NRG not getting punished for their Bind and Sunset looking a little wobbly. They managed to avoid both of those maps again. So I think NRG will be feeling happy about this, despite the fact they're opening up on a map that they have lost on recently.
Time to find out.
They're anticipating a B hit here, Giants. It's a very standard defensive setup that you'll see a lot of people run.
Punish!
And that is a big punish, isn't it? Cloud backs away from that corner and then tries to jiggle jump peek it for info. It's going to trigger Giants walking down mid, though, because they need to be proactive and make a play here.
Yeah, a little walk down mid, looking for that information once more. We'll see how to get this one going. Might be able to catch a timing here while NRG slowly walk their way over towards the C site.
Giants have missed what's going on.
Yeah.
They think that it's still coming in towards A. There's a cam that can be tapped here for West Side. He's going to see all of those players on the mid side.
It's going to be an open site here for the taking.
But as soon as Som gets this Viper orb up, I like the idea that Giants are going for a reflank very quickly.
Yeah, it's already a stun as well. It does spell it out. Backside plan going to be called for by NRG. Fights to be taken. It's Brock. He's given that open sideline. Grabinho is going to be taken out. They know that Ara's in the vicinity. Fault line definitely avoided. Sidestep for now, and those shots as well are hammering into the side of it. GIANTX, I mean, they can't withstand it.
There goes the flank. Ara had to be that constant pressure because retaking from spawn, almost impossible. They've got a high, low, higher, left side, upside. Five-player stack facing.
All over the place here. It's a flash to dodge. Juked across the board and Brock with a four-piece to open up our pistol round.
You can't be playing any of these sites for retake, really. When you play against the Viper composition, it's tough. It really is. You've got to get a lot of proactivity going. If you're going to play retake, you've got to be flanking.
One enemy remaining.
But Brock did a great job with the Sheriff in hand on this round. Controlled what was going on there.
4K! Woo!
I think these kind of halves where Giants is playing defense and NRG's on attack are going to be some of the most interesting because these are both the sides where both teams rely on the set play mechanics the most.
Yeah.
Giants are going to be running some big orchestrated pushes, trap play for instance, that they're running over right now towards C, though we're not going to get a look at it really because NRG are not headed in that direction. But you'll see a ton of Giants pushing, utilizing their ultimates, trying to get aggressive when they're on the defense side. And NRG have often got a lot of set barrier ideas as well that Bonkar pulls out for them on pistol, on bonus. Now, I think if either team was to adjust, it would be NRG, though. And Ethan might have to slow things down on his attack side just to wait for what Giants are going to be doing because you know that these guys are going to be pushing at you.
Yeah.
In a round like this, it's actually ended up playing out with NRG very calmly holding space and then going into this hit after they realize there is no aggression around the map.
Cloud's reviewed from the spot like this. We'll have to concede up that space, and you're right. Slow and steady wins the race in this round here for NRG. Kind of happen there's going to be too much of a threat from GIANTX as well as they start just trickling back in.
Yeah, if anything here, you actually don't want to be building up towards big ultimates, especially the lockdown, I think, because that's one that gives you space, which then the Viper can win post plants from. So, Scuba's KJ, really important, and you see the way that they layer all of this post-plant utility. It's just going to be impossible for GIANTX to get through. Damage, die to spike.
Tom pushing. Not going to be giving away a weapon if he does go down. Scuba also could have gone exploring himself, but he's not choosing to. Flank being held, it's a cheeky idea with a fault line trying to slow them down. The spike detonates, but a relatively boring round, all things considered. It's just very standard to begin.
Which you know what? NRG's games, I think, have been some of the best of the entire tournament so far. They've only played two matches. Got a small tape pause here, but they've only played 2 matches, NRG. But I think they've been electric, the NRG games.
Yeah.
Their comeback on Abyss from 11-2 down against EDG.
That was unreal.
Cinema.
Yeah.
And then I think even the full match against DRX was a great one as well.
Yeah.
part of the stat that the desk was talking about how they've been only leading for a third of their rounds despite going 2-0 through the groups, has meant that the matches have been incredible.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're planning on taking a nap because of how the pistol round and the follow-up went, wake up. It's probably going to heat up very quickly, this game.
You might have a minute here while they sort out this issue.
Yeah, you can do a little you can do a quick ass past snooze.
Sure.
Here, just
meditation, some mindfulness, practice it. Tilt the chair back ever so slightly.
It's interesting when you compare the stories of both of these teams, how much they mirror each other too. They're both teams that made it to their domestic finals unexpectedly. I don't think either of them were favorites to make it into a finals in EMEA or Americas. We were thinking in EMEA it was going to be, you know, Fnatic Liquid or Fnatic Heretics, you know, something like that. Maybe even Liquid BBL as the bracket went on, but no, that was not the case. It was Giants getting all the way to that second place.
Yes.
And for NRG, they butted into a G2 Sentinels rivalry that was otherwise defining Americas all year long. And now, both teams making it through to playoffs. Again, fairly unexpectedly, I think, for GIANTX. A lot of people didn't have them being able to make it out of the group, but they did an incredible job.
Yeah, for two teams that are really defined as well by that defensive play, I think at least one of the things I'm looking for, I think, is that evolution of the teams. See what they can add into already fantastic defensive rounds like the Iron Wall defense of NRG. That's what they call themselves in the scrims.
Sure. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good name because it's also, just to explain a little, both of these teams do have drastically different defensive styles.
Yeah.
GIANTX are going to be running a lot of trap plays, a lot of fast pushes on defense. They're going to try to get up in your face a lot and use ults and pushes proactively to throw the attackers off their game. NRG are going to scuffle with you a little bit, but ultimately when you hit a site, it's the crossfires, the defensive setups, the way they play around smokes and objects on the site. The hard anchoring is the thing that really does it for NRG, and both teams are very good to watch.
See a big stack up here from GIANTX, looking to try and get that fight early on for that lobby control. Team with a snake bite. It's going to be refusing a bit of control down towards A short, and we're going to see immediate rotations. NRG just posturing for now, leaning over towards the C site.
Recognizing that there's 3 players over there, they feel like C might be a little easier, and does appear to be the case. They've also got a really good buy on the bonus.
Just looking at that. Just down to the fact that they barely even died here. That's going to be the lane going up. Paranoid on one side sweeping forwards. Gradual take at a C site, which is given up here, so full retake being played for by Giants. We'll see if they choose to flood in.
You don't really want to be doing that.
No, not against the Viper, but we'll see. Smokes are going to be alternating now. Going to be tough to chew through that.
Mada still has stun as well to stop the first wave of the retake.
Good tag.
Som's orb can come back up.
Yeah, Som barely getting out of there now, and the fault line does cleave its way forwards, and there needs to be a bit of pushback. GIANTX are starting to make their moves and stand their ground onto this site. Open access towards it. Clean as anything with their retake. It's up to Brock just trying to shred them where they stand. Odin in hand, it was the weapon for the job, but he's no match for it. Not against that many players. GIANTX do answer back, despite all the advantages that NRG had. Very strong bonus, getting the site for free.
Yeah, I think that should have been way closer from NRG's perspective. Look at this through on the replay, and I think it's Grabinho who ends up doing a huge amount. I mean, that recon also was incredible, but Grabinho just gets let out here through Garage a little too easily. You could argue that Brock is baiting his team a little with the way that he's backing it up, but I think he expects the rest of the people on site to be able to hold off a little better. They need a recon break in that kind of situation, but Giants will be super happy about how that one went.
Let's see how this one gets taken. Getting a lobby, no real pushback, so it's given up with ease.
It's identical.
Yeah, I mean, the exact same round. Run it back again. Walk up to C, going to be exploding out.
And Westside strips are going down immediately.
That's the cage, though. That's going to be a stun ricocheting. Paranoid to go on either side of things. Looks like a flood defense attempt here by GIANTX from Greenio, and Westside going to have to dig deep to try and hold against Mada. Rifle in hand. Leads a charge for his team. And that's a retake that's just off the table at this point. GIANTX realize it.
Yeah. And GIANTX keeping the same defensive setup going, and NRG recognizing exactly how to break through it. Westside's trips were gone in the first couple of seconds of the round. And as soon as they're down, Mada's unleashed. He can just get hard entries through onto the site, no problem. So, great work there from NRG, recognizing that gap and exploiting it fully. GIANTX are already going to need to make a pretty big adjustment to what's going on here. despite Giants winning the retake in the previous round, you can't really rely on that.
No.
I'm saying that. They did win the round, so the evidence in this game...
maybe they could, but yeah.
But, you know, we've watched a lot of how these comps interact, and generally speaking, you don't want to be playing full retake on the C side.
Yeah, for sure.
3 guns saved, and they're going to be able to talk to teammates.
That's lovely work by Mada as well. Cleaves his way into the site. All that util. The flood defense did not work out in their favor.
Okay, so slight adjustment going on here then. So instead of having double trips over towards C, they've got this trip over here, which is designed to be able to stop the Viper from taking a bunch of space up through short.
It's going to give Cloud a bit of peace of mind as well. Might be able to just solo hold onto this one. Fault line. Slows down the A lobby attempt. This is NRG looking to make their moves in a different direction. A lot of posturing going on here. Turret's going to get broken though. That's Ara asserting himself, and now trying to gather up a bit of courage, maybe rejoining over towards the A site. Cloud could very quickly be overwhelmed. Needs the backup to be arriving here. Shock dash just in case there are those trips. The lane goes upwards. Cloud is down, dropped. Just trying to take that fight towards the back here. Attempt as well, seeing these players look to flood back in. Flickless and a whole team even just joining Ara in this defense. But listen, NRG are not home. They came knocking, but immediately going to be backing off. Bit of a bait and switch.
And there is that gap over towards C. How quickly do Giants reclear? Very quickly, actually. They've already taken all of this info towards A long. Question is whether they can actually beat NRG to the punch. How can Westside slow them down? The end is on B here, though, not C.
Dart over towards the back there. Ethan's already in, trying to get that plant down. Fault line in through main, just to try and cut this one up. And it just tries to play Westside in, but Som's got the coverage there. He's got that main choke point. Util in the hands is not ideal for this Giant squad right now. And Flickless has got it all to do. The spot like this, back against the wall, between a rock and a hard place. It's an impossibility in the face of Ethan.
It looks so nice from NRG. I really like this mid-round slowdown that they've called as well. Ethan's calling, finding the gaps perfectly.
Yeah.
Cloud completely overwhelmed there. You saw him get punished very early on, going for that jump peek on the pistol. They've also tried to punish Westside, going for info peeks as well.
Killed my bot.
NRG have always got 2 or 3 players posted up, ready to spam together on any defender.
Oh my god, I think I'm about to have a life game. I'm not even kidding, I think I'm about to have a life game.
Off to a hot start as well, which is something that they've not had for this whole tournament so far.
4-3.
I'm wondering if that pivot over towards B was a read specifically on the fact that Flickless had used his Aftershock. Because the Aftershock's the big thing that stops you from being able to get a fast B plant down.
Right.
But that A pressure into a pivot through to B was called really quickly.
Yeah.
I respect to NRG for finding all of these gaps at the moment. They are outclassing Giants.
I was talking about it earlier, right? The evolution of these squads, seeing how they would add bits and pieces, improve their own attack side calling generally, because so much of their win cons has been on the defense sides for them. But for NRG, they've been making improvements above and beyond so far this entire event.
Well, also though, the only 2 maps where I was really looking at Ethan's calling and the general attack side plans and worried about it, Bind, that was the big one. They haven't really had to play that. They've just been mostly banning it. And Giants banned it in this series, which I think is weird.
This is a nice one.
And the other map is Sunset, which actually they have been gradually improving on, and this time they decided to get rid of it because Giants are amazing on that map. So NRG's map pool not really being tested as much.
Yeah.
Giants looking to go aggro in this round, though.
Just Arrow with the rifle. Through mid, it's going to be onto Som here. We'll see if he put the life game in motion, if he's feeling it. He's going to get tested here soon enough, and well, Arrow will just remove him. Instant trade, though. Brocker's ready. Can go on the trigger. I'm going to wait a couple of stray shots. Why not? Risks to be taken on a round like this for Giants. Anything to even it out. Potentially get an advantage on your side, but Mada, yeah, it's always going to be there. Tracking the money, Outlaw in hand.
It is harder to end B right now because you don't have the Viper wall for the right side. But they use the drone, they teleport in, and Ethan sticks it anyway. This is the Aftershock I was talking about. Yeah. Can't get a B plant down when Flickless has that still up.
Util pulled out, west side now. Starting in the corner from his own team there, but looking to just reinsert themselves onto various lines to jiggle. Barely an elbow poking out, but that's all Mada needs.
They are punishing these info peaks.
They really are.
So often.
It's methodical, really, from NRG. And a lot to be desired from GIANTX because they are just looking like schoolboys right now out there, unable to really compete.
Left.
Up against the bullies.
Yeah.
Just
Shoved in a locker, lunch money stolen.
Spike
Yeah.
planted.
West side, yeah, no more. I mean, this is NRG. I don't want to say explosive because it hasn't really been that, but it's just been
controlled.
yeah, very controlled.
Yeah. Calm, methodical. Actually quite different to the way that they've been approaching their attack sides on a fair amount of their maps. I think on Lotus they do tend to play a little like this as well. A slower pace, controlled, working the map kind of style, but it's not normally been the one that Ethan and Bonkar want to go towards with this squad, but man, they're looking good with it today.
It's a potential worst case scenario now for GIANTX as they invest fully into this round. Ultimates are being built up on the side of NRG. If they get themselves onto a side of Viper's Pit, that'd be a problem. Arado might be looking to contest here. Operator in his hands. Looking to see if he can contest them early with some drop down. It does leave a lot, but okay, Matter's just going to level out the playing field. With Grabinho removed, smokes for smokes on either side here. Stun, Ricochet, he's not really intended, but still they can take their time with it. Cam going to be spotting a bit of contact there, just.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Feet in the legs before it's broken down here. Still at that minute 10 mark. NRG making sure to remove a lot of this util, taking it still slow, controlled, never really wanting to rush into any area of the site.
They've created a question marks of presence over towards Garage, and now Cloud and Flickless group up to go and clear that. NRG tried to insert a couple players down A short earlier in the round. That was the game plan, to do a B fake into an A insert. But because Som died early, now they have to go back and re-clear that space manually with Mada, with the drone. Has made the round a bit more complicated. This is the first time where NRG are not fully in control of the macro.
They'd be impressed in a double re-clear contact up. It's Cloud alongside Flickless.
Mada might even catch a timing on him here, but he's not going mid-window.
Yeah, they missed the timing onto the Garage players. They're jumping up straight up onto it. Mada drifting past on top of it. Giants just trying to make their way around, and Westside himself as well going to be tested here from this response. Paranoia sweeps. The bullets just barely tagging onto it. Lucky to be alive there, still with the trips. Tagging them up. There's players on every single avenue. GIANTX looking to apply that pressure relatively evenly, but with Flickless removed, now it's just down to that Garage pressure, but even they're being dismantled. The trades are just intact. NRG always so keen to claw it back whenever it feels like GIANTX might be in an advantage situation. Alright, can you really even make a play towards this? Even your every move anticipated, it is useless in the face of Mada. 6-1. This is just unheard of.
NRG are crushing. Even when they lose that opening pick, managed to manipulate a nice scenario out of it. Double push from both of the initiators down mid. I didn't even know that they were headed in the C direction. They were thinking it might even be an A hit.
Yeah.
So
Just kill him, man. Like, come on, just kill him, man.
I was waiting for it.
Come on!
Bonkar is high.
Yeah, the signature song. Come on, man!
Come on, man!
Yeah.
He's got a good one at this event. It's I've been using it in my rank games.
I'm hoping for many more, man. I'm hoping for many more. And we see a Hunter's Fury. This is aggro stuff from GIANTX. This is them trying to take tempo and pace in control within their own two hands. Another fight to be potentially gained here by Grabinho, but he's going to be sharp with the shooting. Still, he can't land those shots. So NRG did insert themselves, cooling down the tempo. Tempering the moment almost here, and it forces, again, risks to be taken once more.
This time, though, Westside is able to gather the info all on his own. He's going for the push down mid, but he's also got this camera towards deep C. So he's got good info this round. Boxing the rest of NRG in. The only problem is they've got terrible weaponry.
No guns for it. Be ideal if they were on a rifle round, but I suppose they wouldn't be making plays like this if they did have the guns in their hands. But for now, that long angle held down. Cloud, he's got barely a pixel to work with here. He's trying to catch him out. A lot of damage done now. He's being shredded onto the box, but looking to really make a statement and make a name for himself. It's two players drop, but again, equalize in time. NRG find it now in the 2v1. Westside going to try and make the most of this. A neural theft does reveal a few of the positions, but again, that reposition up towards heaven. This is dire to deal with. Too many angles to account for. Westside doesn't go for the half stick. Goes for the first response, and Brock is just a menace. He's toying with him, man. Ethan by his side, all sorts of sound cues, always making him feel uncomfortable. Never in control of the spot and situation, barely getting any time to see if he can make the play. It's Ethan, just wraps from the side. 7-1 now, NRG still leading. Doesn't matter about the adjustments. GIANTX, they need a turnaround.
The Brock Odin is coming out to play, man. It's beautiful to watch. I hope the devs are watching as well.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a long, long time with this gun being extraordinarily powerful, but few using it to the level.
Bro, you guys are playing perfect. Like, I'm not kidding. Bro, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
Scuba's onto something.
Yeah, it's looking like it, isn't it?
It's never uncomfortable right now for NRG.
Giants swapping things up, putting a trip to stop the B plant, and then swapping over so that Grabinho is helping Westside hard anchor towards C. They don't have that deep cam, though, down C long, so they're lacking a little bit of info, relying on Ara to get set up on this line.
Yeah, with the operator, trouble is that Viper wall is going to be going up and down, making him second guess himself. Does have the trip to cover it, and Matters there with an attack side off of his own. Okay, anything you can do, I can do better.
Two of the best uppers that we have right now coming out from EMEA and Americas, both rookies. And Mada takes the more aggressive swing and wins.
It's a point as well that we haven't really talked about, but you're right, you know, the duelists. Seen some of the best stopping so far at this event from Mada, from Ara. That head-to-head, though, Mada is the one to come up big. Now there's about 47 seconds left. Not much in terms of Utah being broken. It's been gradually being brought further and further back on Giants' side, at least with the defensive setup. On West side, going walkabouts, looking for really deep mid-round information. It's a stack from GIANTX that is not going to be to any avail. 30 seconds left.
The smoke there designed to pull people towards Garage, but GIANTX just leaving it.
Yeah.
Here's that trip.
Trip. Looks like the chance to punish. Scuba is going to be dropped onto the flank there. That's going to be causing a little bit of concern, and a lot of ults popped off in a flurry of action. This is GIANTX looking and attempting to punish, but NRG just vacated. They sidestep it. The pits drop down. This is going to be a plan down into C.
That is such a good adjustment from NRG, utilizing the fact that they know the West side pushed out. They realize C is empty and they can get a pit down.
Fluid as anything like water in a vase. Willing to just move with the punches that GIANTX have thrown out. There's still that threat coming on from to the flank. These cages obfuscating the line, and now looking to hop all the way back out with that paranoia. But right from the side, there's Ethan immediately traded out with some supplementary there with the fire. Flash in your face, but this pit, how the hell do you deal with it? Hard going. GIANTX feeling like they have to make at least an attempt to scale forwards, but no signs of life from them. Mada is just dropping them. Same could be said for Brock. Now 8-1, all in control for a map pick of GIANTX, feeling like this is it. This is our win con. We go on to Haven. NRG have been struggling with it recently.
They look beautiful. No, NRG look absolutely beautiful. Even this that looks like a small mistake, Scuba just feeds the info to the rest of his team that, okay, Westside has pushed out C. That means nobody's anchoring that spot. You do a B fake, and then as the Sova ult comes through, pivot it into C. Not even a B fake, just an adjustment, an audible, on the fly. One of Ethan's best called attack sides.
Consistently stepping up and evolving as a player. Now this is an aggro play here again on the half-5, but it's been the only thing's really working for GIANTX. Grabinho, first kill goes his way. With Mada dropped out of the action, potentially there's a chance. Find out as well. Still, Grabinho wants to hold on to a lot of that A lobby control. He's alone in the process. Calling for reinforcements to back him up. NRG prodding, looking over towards mid. In that area. TP back from Ethan. Looking to bait potentially some util and a reaction out of them, but it's been held for now. Here it is, okay. Swinging from behind, Ara. That overdrive, he's not going to get much done whatsoever. This is desperation by GIANTX. Timing might have been better, but here it is. Ethan's found his target. West side, how the hell is this guy still alive? Shredded, down to barely anything in the cleanup. Arrives in the form of Scuba. Open access now to the C site. How does that last one left? Guardian in hand. Only weapon to work with. And he can't even manage much, not in the face of Brock. This is just domination. Potentially one of our fastest days yet.
Yeah, it's destruction out here. You can see it in the decisions the teams are making as well. The push off the beginning is quite a nice idea. I like the idea of trying to take the fight to NRG early. But the breach ult and trying to set up the flank, a bit much. And Scuba just hops in here with no cares in the world.
Optimistic.
Picks up two. Yeah, it's all smiles. Remember the beginning of the map where Bonkar was screaming, looking so locked in? Now it's easy breezy.
Complete flip on the switch of the emotions here. Ara does finally get that up again in his hands, but how the hell do you get out of that? You can't!
Oh my god.
They're in their heads, man! Every play that GIANTX go for. It's NRG one step ahead. Lockdown now going to be placed down. what you took, you have to break this one, and Aftershock is shocked out, but it is racking ever so slightly, but not quite enough. It does break it down. NRG calling for the pause once more. Westside, risky business again with these deep pushes. This time, though, with a rifle to work with. And that might be the difference they needed. Still with Mada, he's watching for it. These info peaks again being punished.
Why do you need an info peak when Westside's already locking them in?
You already know that they're over towards A, and Westside now going to be getting contested. Feeling the heat as well. Players moving all around him. It looks like Mada just has not a care in the world with the way that he's pathing. Going to recognize where Westside could be, but the shots are missed. His timing and chance. On wide, Som's going to be the one to be playing that backstab now. Off from the side, but again, feeling it from Philoclus. And take that swing in that fight, not ready for the position that Som was in. Bit of game of cat and mouse, but NRG just flowing around the map. Any sort of weakness, wherever the gaps are, they find it, they get the plant down. It's just been consistent, beginning to end so far.
Yeah, they've got such a good awareness of when they're running into the stacked site. I don't think a single time we've seen Ethan direct his team into a site that had 3 players defending it. Every time Giants have got a stack somewhere, usually over towards A.
Yeah.
Ethan feels it out, realizes the resistance, and either they're getting a punish on somebody, or most of the time they're just pivoting elsewhere. And this round, they ran straight past Westside, didn't they? He was the player supposed to be boxing them in, and he's left alive now in short.
Looking to hunt down these guns, though. Might not be alive for much longer, but we'll see. Brock taking that peek. Shots through the wall, and Mada gets him! God. Where was that from? What angle was that?
That is ridiculous.
That wasn't through Link, was it?
I mean, that is a crazy shot.
Don't tell me that was through B-Link.
Honestly, I don't even know where that was from. You got to look at a replay for that
Wallbang,
one.
I know that for sure. These are the kills earlier.
Oh, there it is.
Now he's just holding from there. I didn't know where the hell Mada was playing at this point.
It's still a crazy shot.
It is a crazy shot. 14-4 is what Mada's sitting on right now. Scoreline top of the board. It's all loud, isn't it? Jovial. Instant action again, but at this point, Giants might be out of luck. Everything they've tried is not working, and they've got no push back onto B, so Ethan, free plant for him.
Yeah, look at that fast B take, abusing the fact that Flickless is stacking over towards A.
Ethan's in a jungle gym right now. Man's just jumping around his own smokes on one way. He's causing all sorts of havoc and chaos. The drone to try and clear him out. We'll get that time, but he's got the TP for that occasion. Still, spam down. Down. With Ethan gone, maybe there's a chance. Still, there's plenty more util where that's coming from, and NRG are willing to just play this one out. Nana Swarm's going to be replacing it surely after that. What else have they got up their pocket? And we'll see it now. Mada with that swing. He does adjust his aim in time. Kills potentially going away at GIANTX. Best chance in a long time for a round win. Good calm and adjustments with the aim, and just nothing going right for them. Nothing at all. 11 to 1.5, man. Wrap this up.
We've seen NRG pull out some ridiculous comebacks, but Giants look out of this one.
Yeah.
And look at Westside, the way he's taking that fight towards the end, the lack of swinging. Mentally, Giants need to get themselves back in it before we go to Lotus. Otherwise, good night.
I've survived. Yeah. Let's go.
So narrow, all I needed was a little bump. It's a skill I've yet to master. With time I'll know what to become. It's up to me, and only me. It's hard times, so I decide to set me free.
Oh, welcome back from the break, honestly. Not much has changed. If you're just tuning in, you're wondering what the scoreline is. No, that's correct. It's not on your screen, but it will be soon.
It's about to be. I mean, let's take a look at the Coinbase Econ report. And somebody stands out to me, Brock, with 132 score.
I think he just kept the same gun the entire game.
Yeah, pretty much, because he only has one death. Bro is 14-1 right now.
Somehow with 2 Odin purchases, I suppose, like...
Verno broke the record recently for highest KD by going 18-3. So he had a KD of 6.
Right.
Now that's ridiculous. That was when they absolutely crushed Billy, I believe, if memory serves. This one, if NRG close it out easily, this might be a KD that's never
just 14.
repeated.
Just a KD of 14.
Well, he might get more kills, mightn't he?
Yeah, he might. That's true. We'll see.
We'll find out. 20 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're even going to get that many rounds if NRG keep Brock alive.
Yeah.
No, this has been a smackdown.
Yeah, it really has. And normally, if we're going to be selling you any sort of comeback, we'll say, well, it starts on a pistol. But
this one might finish on the pistol.
Yeah, it very much might. Here we go, sending it forwards now. Arrow's going to be blinded up, though, as a result of it, but Westside with a punish. It's a team that's looking to get aggressive. They got those flashes and taking the fights forwards. Pistols in hand. Still, you've got to maintain your composure. Hada's being overwhelmed, and the shot's just going wide as anything. GIANTX setting the pace now, tempo forwards, but oh my God!
No way!
There's no bloody way!
Kill this man!
Someone get rid of him!
Somebody, please!
He's 17-1!
Give him his second death!
It was your best chance in a long while, Giants, and now Cloud is going to runabouts.
There's no world he gets a collat and then
Get
another
the hell
kill.
out of here.
He was getting swarmed on sight.
Look at this.
Cloud,
Both
I
sides
beg
of
you.
Link being filled up. Cloud.
I beg you. He's weak.
Got to be feeling the pressure from this. Brock is weak. We'll go down to one shot.
Honestly, if I'm Brock, I'm baiting Scuba so hard right now.
It is Scuba taking points. Taking contact. Cloud's wrapped his way all the way back around. Unexpected in terms of the position, perhaps, but it is being covered. So now...
Bro, Brock's in a different zip code.
Yeah, anticipating. Could be garage, could be main. It's a tap to try and drag him out wide. Cloud is smart. Patient play from him. Really biding his time. And now Brock steps forwards here. Cloud spotted! And Brock gets 4! Okay. What is that?
He's immortal.
18-1?
He is, yeah, 18-1.
Okay. Sweet, cool.
He's
Yep.
simply immortal.
No.
How is that collat happening? What?
Yeah,
That
players
was a C. Grabinho.
lined up behind. I think it was Westside just doing backflips behind like a magic trick. He just popped out of nowhere.
He's got
Found the
no
one.
reaction.
Yeah.
18-1!
Yeah.
Yo, come on, bro.
It's
This
just
is
unbelievable,
crazy.
isn't it?
He's got
It's
the
just unbelievable.
Odin.
Okay, welcome to the Brocktagon.
He's got an Odin round 14.
Respect it. Credit run from it. Brock is coming for you. Giants, of course, have to force into this one because that's the only chance they've got. No more second chances. Som, you've got 4 players in front of you, and what's your decision to make? A lot of sound cues, a lot of you two being held down, and nobody looking! Som cleans them all up! And almost controls it down, but he ace, but a 4K will do the job nevertheless. That is just absolutely unbelievable. Domination on map 1 for NRG, and how the bloody hell do you come back from that?
I said the Giants needed something to get their mental back, and they just got broken utterly. A KD of 18, you may never see that again.
Always me, bro. It's always me.
Oh my God, I think I'm about to have a life game.
Bro, you guys are playing perfect.
Are we peeking? Like, come on. This is actually perfect.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
starting off with Valorant.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
So looking for revenge.
There's the shorty. And Albion goes crazy.
They've all battled through the pressure and expectation.
Heretics have come back all the way.
Finally, we won. Finally.
I can make your dreams come true. I can make it rain on you. I can make it rain on you. I can make your dreams come true. I can make your dreams come true.
Jen here with NRG's Coach Bonker. Now, happy birthday. Here's your party hat. But huge win for you guys on Haven. Someone's excited about having his life game. Brock enjoying the Odin as usual. I know that's you guys' thing to abuse the Odin, but do you ever feel like sometimes it's just too much Odin?
I don't. I mean, it's one of those. Brock, he buys it and he plays it whenever he wants to. We don't do anything necessarily around it. It's more he fills with it whenever he feels like it suits.
Do you feel like the other teams are kind of sleeping on the Odin and maybe missing out?
I mean, it's really hard to use. It's not like you can just buy an Odin and play it. Like, you need to practice and you need to have your reps on it. If everyone knew how to use it, they would have already been using it. So it's just hard. So I think that's why they're not using it.
You guys know how to use it, so next up is Lotus. You're going to do the same thing with the Odin?
I mean, I think so. We do like our Odin on Lotus for sure.
Thank you very much, and enjoy your birthday. Enjoy the second map, too.
Happy birthday to Coach Bonkar. The boys definitely giving him an awesome birthday gift with because, you know, you guys remember when we had a segment where we were talking about NRG's slow starts? We were trolling. We were just trolling, obviously.
I'm kidding.
Kidding.
Fake narrative.
We're funny people. So sorry. No, but let's talk about our HyperX Reflex moment of the day first, and we'll talk about the rest of the matchup. This one, of course, is going to go to Scuba and the rookie here. It's just really everyone on the team, Mimi, just stepping it up, and it was just great to see, especially with that closeout.
Yeah, it's funny. This is a clip from the first half, but the second half was only Reflex moments to close it out as well. But Scuba was playing so well, bouncing around there, getting the kill with the shorty, immediately pulling out the Phantom, getting that one too. Every player on NRG is playing with such immense confidence right now, and it shows in the scoreline.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely does.
Yeah. Speaking about scorelines, we all saw what Brock did, and that is 100% the highest KD that we've ever seen in a global event, going 18-1. That is absolutely amazing. I know that we were speaking about the Odin. We heard Sam saying that he was going to have a live game and whatnot, but what a map, number one. You're seeing it right there. Everyone for the side of NRG had their moments, even like with Scuba and what we just showed.
I just realized the Scuba kills, those were 3 of his 4 kills that he had in that round. Not because he was playing bad, literally because bro was just sitting back chilling as Brock killed literally the entire team.
Bro, the pistol sent me. I lost it then. Like, yeah, this was GIANTX's map pick.
And this was a tough one. I mean,
now we go to one of NRG's best maps, the Lotus.
Yeah, which, you know, kind of makes you feel like this is bad. You know, like...
Yeah, kind of.
Like, it's like Ralph Wiggum meme,
it's
you know, like, wait, am I in danger? It's like that. Like, I'm confused. I don't know. But, of course, we'll see, right? I don't want to count GIANTX out yet.
Alex, we're not going to see the Abyss. Please, GIANTX, I really want to see the Abyss.
Believe in them. You got to believe in them.
Okay, I'll go get my GIANTX jersey. I have it downstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got to give him a little bit of space. All right, well, let's actually see what's going on over in the GIANTX camp, because I believe we do have Coach Pipson standing by with Jen to find out what's going on and also how things are going to be looking going into map 2.
Jen here with Coach Pipson of GIANTX. Now, Pipson, not the greatest start for GIANTX. Strategy-wise, everything looked fine, but it was just the aim duels and the mini-games that seemed a little bit off, and that's strange because you guys were shooting back against PyperX. So what was going on in Haven? Just nerves, comms weren't flowing. What went wrong?
I mean, to be honest, we started even with a little bit of hesitations in our own decisions, and when you are hesitating, it's much harder to win the duels. But I don't know, we are used to losing the first map, you know, so it's fine. We spoke right now, so I hope second map will be different, because I don't think there were like a big issue in terms of how we move. Like we had a lot of like normal situations for us, but we couldn't make them work.
Thank you for your insights, and hopefully you guys bring it back on the second map, the GIANTX way.
It's so true. Like, Pipson is saying something that happens all the time in EMEA, and it's GIANTX losing the first map. It doesn't matter. We go on the second and we go on the third. I think that my faith is restored.
Okay.
My issue is that I think GIANTX, even before the aim duels and all that started to go so wrong, was getting out-called by NRG's macro on the attack side of that Haven. NRG did a good job of sending a lot of these like pump fakes to pressure heavy, especially towards like A site early. At GIANTX, were heavy rotating off of that, and continually with this Viper comp, they managed to get a lurk up into B, call back into light sites, and find so much success there in the late rounds. And this is NRG, who they're calling, casters are talking about it a lot. Their attack side has looked way better thus far here in Champs Paris, and that was just even further proof into that pot.
Well, and one thing I do want to kind of highlight from what Coach Pipson was saying there was he's talking about the hesitation, and you can see it. But more importantly, you can see how NRG saw it and took advantage of it. Because even when you think about like the HyperX reflex that we showed just now with Scoop getting the 3K, his 3 of the 4 kills he got, right? But even in that one, that final kill he got into the garage and he knew where the guy was, and that hesitation gave him that opportunity. He was pre-firing coming out of that. It's like all those little things really do add up, and that is the reason why NRG just absolutely slapped on that map.
Honestly, do it. No, why did you? You should have picked the Phoenix, honestly. In this situation, like, you're feeling super good. You just had a hell of a map team. Like, that Haven was yes. And also, like, you know, you started on the attack. You're going to be able to set the pace for what this Lotus is going to be.
Battle of the Rookies was completely one-sided, as was map 1. Aura got diffed by Mata. I am looking so heavily to that player that was the linchpin for GIANTX to turn their year around. Remember, mid-season additions into Stage 2 success, into qualification to Champions playoffs. Aura's got to be better for GX to turn it around.
All right, well, let's find out how this one shakes out. Can we get that map 3? Send it back over to Brennan Sideshow.
As interesting as it would be to see that Abyss, GIANTX are going to have to do everything to try and pull their way back into it, brush off that first map, think of it as a warm-up, and just trudge on, see if they can open up strong here with a pistol round on Lotus. It's not a map that's great for them. For NRG, it's their staging ground. Some might say their home ground. Once they really get going as well with that weaponry, you're going to be going up against double Odin on the defense. Good luck with that.
Well, at the moment, NRG picking up triple Sheriff.
Yeah, that's interesting.
For their attack round pistol. So, that is intriguing to see. Maybe expecting Giants to be pushing them very heavily and they can take these shots, back it up.
Toxins going up. So they've got in store for us here. Haunt over the top. That's just dodged. Crouched down by the smoke, but still Grabinho is getting aggro, aggressive as anything now, trying to take that fight against them, not realizing that he was overwhelmed by potentially more players. So it's evened out, traded eventually. Ethan spotted. Ada with a flip of the switch. Making it feel like this is a lot of pressure coming towards A.
Ara's just taking a peek there, though, and realized that there's no bodies behind it. They're being pretty slow to rotate. Maybe he thought he got timing.
Yeah. I'm seeing the Haunt get sent flying forwards here. Westside now going to be the one tested. That's a trip, but a head ducked down, so no open avenue that allows Westside to maybe crack a couple of heads, but
they are so fast on the flank here, Ara and Cloud.
Trying to make a move for it, actually. Holding back onto CT, GIANTX. Doing a decent job, but just trying to vacate the premises as that nade does explode. Making it really uncomfortable for NRG, and they're going to be threatened now from that flank. Like we were talking about, double that still as that smoke drops down. Ethan knocking off their heads. Still, GIANTX are in control of this one. Player advantage. There's a lot of damage done. One shot will do it onto the CT players. Trying to make the swing out now forwards. That's damage through the wall. Westside almost going down as a result of it, but Scuba has to adjust and has to really expect multiple angles now. Does he expect this? Cloud spawning the position. The damage is done. He's already trying to run this guy down. Surely 19 HP. Cloud just needs one shot, and he'll land it. Pistol round here for GIANTX. Maybe a turn of the tide.
Cloud starting spitting early. They get the pistol, equalizing their round one in the match so far. But they were also playing, I think, with a little more confidence.
Yeah.
Grabinho took that fight over towards Rubble, thinking that it was only a lurker there. He didn't realize that NRG had dodged a horn, but they were also just really fast on the flank. Very happy to contest over towards CT. Pipson with a pep talk. Might have got Giants mental in the right place.
Catch them.
Early season aid. Well, working towards it though. That trip's going to get ate up by the Prowler, so Maddo's not caught with it. He's got a Bucky in his hands. He is leading the charge for his team. Might be weaker weaponry, but again, this could do some serious damage. He's taking the time straight through them. The bullets are shredding them, pellet to the chest. Scuba from behind, the Clatters are doing the rest. And the cleanup, oh my, it's brought down to that 1v1 in the blink of an eye.
And a single body shot here would take down Westside. Sheriff in hand for Scuba, scooped up off the floor. And Westside's wondering where this guy's coming from.
Yeah,
he knows that he was on the A-lurk. God. Both players expecting the other to be proactive.
Time to burn in a situation like this down to that minute. Trailing now, and like you said, both players anticipating proactivity. Westside now realizing, well, okay, might have already been onto the B side, might have even got the spike, but Westside is one now lacking a lot of information.
Yeah, if Westside goes for a little info peek to see if the spike is still down, Scuba may catch a timing on him. And again, just one body shot needed.
30 seconds left.
Scuba's still up. He can prop the wall up and down. Sow that confusion and chaos. Keep Westside thinking, where could this be? But again, he might get their chance now as well as these players are drifting back into each other. The adjustment snap too. Scuba can't find it in time. It's Westside who puts him down and salvages that second round.
That could have been a disaster very early on then. The Giants, they've done such a good job picking up the pistol round. They're only going to keep a single Spectre into their bonus. A very early opportunity for NRG to fight back. Took everything there from Westside to be able to even get that one across the line.
Heavy damage then being done. So not even really a bonus. I mean, you're taking Sheriff's half armor into it.
Yeah, it's essentially an eco.
NRG going to be going again with that patient play. Done them well up until this point. No reason to switch it up.
Camera taken out.
I'll be very aware of the chance that it could be a trap play. It's only Som and Maddo are taking contact. They have satchels and a TP to get out in case. It is Giants who let loose, and they do have the stacks. Stack the players at least in the right place. Bodies grouped up over towards C. Maybe going for a play. what have they got to deal with this? It's a one-way. Orb's going to be dropping down. Paranoia being held for that contact. Just taken off from afar. Nade rebounding. Seas does connect. TP! Not in time. Som can't escape it, so he will go down, and that might just be a gun donated. Grabinho, here's your chance. Here's your time to shine. What a shot. Immediate with the adjustment. Immediate with that micro aim. Still Scuba is there with a cleanup. Claws it back into the favor of NRG now. They can get a bit of a move on over towards A, but they did give up guns in the process.
They know that Cloud and Arrow were pretty far away, but Cloud has made good timing over to defend the A side.
30 seconds left.
And with the Spectre, 26 HP, barely sees Matter in time, and he can't quite adjust his own aim, so dropped down, brought down Arrow now with that rifle. Looks to do work of it, but it's a 1v3 that he's dealing with.
It'll be a huge round to win.
There's too many angles as well to clear. Just in pit, it's going to be Scuba who takes a peek and contact first. The head rolls off the shoulders, so will be that conversion here. A little bit of damage being done there by Giants. Managed to get 2 of the kills.
Yeah, it's not a terrible round, but at the same time, allowed Scuba to get the ult online, so Giants now have got to be fairly proactive, and they have been, actually. They've been challenging around the map so far, looking to try to take the fight to NRG, trying to make it tough for Ethan to find the gaps in the defense. And now they've got an op in the hands of Arrow. It's also looking like they've got the stack behind it as well. 3 players with the op at Mound. Looking for the jump peak.
Yeah. One way and a smoke propped up in front of it. It's going to be difficult for Arrow to pass his way through most of that. And again, he does have the backup to raise some util for him. Stray shots on the other side. B entirely open for the taking.
The tap on the door, though, stops you from feeling super good about going into that B pivot, because Cloud is now clearing all of this out on a timing, just as Ethan was starting to take a bit of that space and think about a B split. He swaps spots with Brock and goes over to see if they can put some pressure on West side.
Trying to get the slow move over towards that A site. Now, listen, bodies are reinforcing this. Giants got players in position. Door's going to be broken for them. Prowler now to clear this one, looking for that B pivot and split into it, with Brock containing that B main control. Completely maneuvering away and around the way that these Giants players are trying to put a stop to it. The pit drop down now. This is becoming an impossibility. To retake into this one, you need a couple of kills to be claimed to your name if you want to have another go. Looking for that reclearance. Over towards a Rubble. Catches the contact onto Mana, and he's going to be overwhelmed just from that. Bit of a delay there with a double peek, but he gets the job done nevertheless. No even going to be committed. Yeah, potential spam now. Find their way in, but again, retaking with the operator into this. This dire stuff. Without horn forwards, Ethan holds the line and holds the ground down. 3 in a round for him, and Arrow wants no piece of this.
Very well called again here by Ethan. Really safe in terms of how they took that B main space. Ethan and Brock working that slowly and putting the pressure over towards A, pivoting into B, and making sure you play to your win condition, which is Scuba's ult. Giants, the only way they were winning that was by getting that pick, popping the Cypher ult, and seeing if they could get some spams off it, and they didn't find anything. Players lit up inside the pit, but bullets dodged. And especially when Grabinho goes down like that, it's just not going to be possible to make a retake work. All of these pivotal rounds, NRG are 1 step ahead.
They're calling that. Very aware of where Giants were trying to end over towards. Already looking like similar signs over towards Haven, just making sure that they are fluid. Vast, really, the way that they're trying to end onto this one, but that Odin, oh my god, it's decay damage and a little bit chipped down to Ara. It's going to be low. Feeling the heat from this one, still with the weaker buy. It was only the operator saved into it, so Sheriff's in the hands of the rest of the squad. They're looking to see if they can do some damage here. Cloud sees it. Prowler, signs of life, gives it up. A lot of space now, looking to concede with that rolling retreat. He needs some help. Grabinho looking to help him out with a fast flood back in. That's a TP into the corner. This Zagro is anything but it's cleaned up anyway. Som, quick snap, 180. Making sure to avenge Scuba's life. Vulnerability applied. Giants have got bodies and players in position to do some damage, potentially with the spam. This plans. Ethan looking like he maybe wanted to go for the stick, but that sees, second guesses it. All being held down, though. Open sight lines. Partially cut off. Madder adjusts. Just rips Cloud out of the server. Forced back to the spectator seat for now. That nade greening up and over. Same methodical nature that we saw from the first map. Carries its way into this round here. Could have been dangerous for NRG, but it looks like they've got everything managed.
every play that Giants go for, NRG have an answer for it.
Yeah.
I like what Grabinho cooks, going for that on an eco round where you TP into the corner. Yeah, there's a chance that it really works, and at the very least, you're going to slow down the attackers. But he only gets one, Som's ready for it, and then even the Season 8 that comes through afterwards. There's just a lot of patience being played by NRG. They dodge it, reset, hold the angles, and get the punish. Ara's been stuck in a position now, retaking and having to save, not even in a spot where he can help out his team. And this snowball is going to keep going for NRG. Look at the ults that they have to work with.
It's too many.
It's very simple here for Ethan to be able to come up with a plan that wins them the round when he has a showstopper and a fade ult, compared to Giants having nothing on the other side. And I say that not to discredit Ethan, because I think that he's doing a great job with the calling too. I just mean, you get yourself into a spot like this, and it's easy to keep on winning. It's tough to stop the momentum that the attackers can get in some of these moments. The Giants are going to try to challenge Mound by the look of it. That's their answer.
Flash immediately being broken. It looks like NRG don't really want to commit hard play into this, but even that deep trip layered down by Westside. Once they gain control towards it, Ara trying to reinsert himself back onto the line. Has assistance just to break some of the util in case it does fly forwards. This is very aggro from him. Hasn't been able to play the game recently in his past few rounds. Prowler will have to be respected. Rest of NRG looking to flood in all the way up the backside of it now with that boombot being broken. That's a paranoia. Does catch.
They're not thinking about Cloud.
Not thinking about Cloud, yeah. Just wrapped his way to the side there. Open himself up. Showstopper committed, but Cloud beams him down regardless. Too many targets to account for. Matter doesn't really know which way to look, and now it just leaves it down to Brock and Ethan. 2v5.
Not ready yet.
Open side on C, but he's still going to make a go for it. Why not? Money, business is booming. You don't really care about losing the guns.
I must wait. Storm's down.
Shouldn't be around the broken Ethan coming out though. If this was on Haven, I wouldn't bet against him.
Now for Ethan, needs to be covered.
30 seconds left. Planted.
Odin in the hands of Brock. Nightfall now going to be built up. That's going to be committed though on the defender's side. GIANTX want to use this one now with a paranoia. Brock's forwards trying to aggro fight them. Look at that. I mean, the Odin just tearing them to shreds. 2 players removed, but the trade is intact. Now left down to that 1v3. Too much for Ethan, the IGL.
Big investment there, utilizing the fade ultimate in a 5v2 to close things out.
Maybe feeling like they have to.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the round differential so far across the match. Ethan immediately with some words for the rest of the team. I don't know whether he'd be more bothered about the way that they contested Mound or re-clear towards Rubble. They really did not expect Cloud to be tough there. Ara dragged so much attention toward himself. And keeps the operator. Grabinho keeps the Odin.
I need this.
And Mada's showstopper was so ambitious.
Yeah.
The chance of that working was low, but all right.
This goes here.
I respect it, I suppose. Still Giants a round away from getting, or at least a couple of kills away from getting some of these massive ults online.
Broken early, NRG just disrespecting most of this util, but they're going to be going straight into the Odin. But they know how this one plays out. Nightfall forwards, that paranoia will not save you. It's Ethan fully leading the charge there. Bullet to the dome, Grabinho no more. Backside control now looking to be gained. That's Matter blinded up by his own team, but it matters not. Ethan as well going to be filling in the gaps to ensure that any stragglers are accounted for.
Flickless goes for a solo challenge when his team aren't trying to flood. Leaves NRG in a 5v3.
Going to be looking to save once more. You don't want to be playing a retake into it. This operator has just been cursed heirloom for them. I mean, carrying it from round to round, but Ara's constantly having to play retake with it.
Well, this is also slowing down Ara's ult generation enormously, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he had a showstopper in his back pocket, maybe you could play some slightly more aggressive positions, because you can bail yourself out. But he just hasn't even been in a lot of these fights. Still building up to his first ultimate here. But NRG deserve a lot of credit for the way that they deal with, for example, Grabinho contesting towards Tree. He's doing all the right stuff, you know, he's taking a bit of pressure, throws out a paranoia, expects to be able to escape. But NRG have got so many players posted looking to punish. This is quite similar to what we saw in Haven. Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
I expected there to be teammates helping out with that one. I thought Ethan just got the credit for the kill, but that's just unlucky.
this system like this goes here.
Enough money earned up though, GIANTX. With those guns saved, they can invest, buy up into this. To put a stop to NRG before they really get going. Keep over the top there. Now that's not going to cover the box, but it's not quite a problem for them.
Not a huge issue, and it'll allow Brock to come and pick up this ult orb. So he'll get the Steel Garden online, which is a massive tool that they can use on basically any of the sites. I suppose going back over towards A, you'd be worried about the op, but the Viper Wall is so good for making Ara's life a nightmare over there. It's actually harder to hold, I would argue, with an op than it is with a rifle
here
against the Viper setups.
Yeah, a lot to constantly have to adjust for here. Prowler not dodged. Broken late. See what that does here for Giants in terms of where they're placing a couple of these players.
This position, you can see over the wall, but it's possible to get timinged. We'll see if Ethan and Scuba commit to this one. Ara would love to get a kill out of this.
Yeah, he's unscoping all over the place here. Doesn't really want to be completely locked in, drilled into the one angle. Over towards A, though, he will be getting his chance.
Sometimes the Viper Wall actually obscures the players.
30
We'll
seconds
We'll
left.
see what it looks like here. Ara, hold on, sees it now. Yep, and now with that tactical to try and escape. He realizes that across the position, might still be looking to do a bit more damage, though. Door opens up, and it's going to be that B pivot. Got Matter inserted into B main, looking to make moves now with that Steel Garden. It's going to push all of these GIANTX players out of the vicinity, but he might be in a position to potentially punish here. Caesar does catch. Horn has to be dealt with here, but that wall just disrespected, pushed over it, especially with Brock down and out, but Sheer still splits them up. Som in a spot to really contest. Just hanging off to the edge of this smoke. These players are none the wiser towards it. It's running and gunning by Cloud to eventually get that trade online, bringing it into that 2v2. Ethan spraying, 8 bullets left. Cloud contests. Does win it out now. Scuba, though. Late stage backstab and just a little bit of bait made it. They weren't aware of his spot, but now revealed. Ara, half of the defuse, full sticking. Sticking the Scuba. Knows the timing into it, with the back of his hand. The swing to punish gives NRG a 2-round lead.
Great internal clock. He wasn't required too much on Haven. He went 4 and 4, I think, across the entire map. But here, he really has been an important pivotal player, winning a big Red Bull clutch for the team. And finally giving Ara his ultimate. It's got to be tilting, being Ara. He wants to take fights, and he's never been offered early engagements with the op.
Yeah, hamstrung by it.
Get him a rifle back in his hand and start looking to contest space with it more.
Open default by NRG, no changes here. Just been making sure to break up the util. Hold on. Yeah, that's a Caesar connects and shot landed by Cloud.
Yeah, Scuba getting up into a deep position at rubble. As soon as that door's opened, he realizes he's in trouble.
Picks up the gun. West side, if he can do some damage here, might be the difference maker again, but that nade just sails straight past him.
And the Odin spam is so good.
We're safe to stand.
Rourke is a genius with this thing. Makes it sing like a musical instrument.
Big ults to use if they choose to do it, but GIANTX, I think, need a few more kills if they want to contest. Flickless, past it, triggers that sheer wall up. Som holding deep now. And smoke available to make sure he can play in. Cut them off before they can really get going. That's a showstopper that's committed. Ethan is going to be no longer the wall, but again, not anticipating the Som's in that spot. TB behind you, the personal kid. He's right in your minds, and that is another round win by NRG. 6-3.
Even when they need a bit of pizzazz to close the round out, Som's there with it. Ara just dropped into his lap. Goes 1-for-1 with the showstopper, but no space really created. What a play. Seized up as well, so no audio cues.
Yeah, we're doing match plays. Yeah, we're doing match plays.
Must hold together.
Miserable timeout here for Giants.
Still trying to find a way back in here. This is a very aggro play. Caesar's going to be definitely avoided. That's a deep push out towards him. But how do you trade out the Odin? Brock locks down the avenue. There will be no fight in them. Cloud still holds his ground down towards it, but again, they've just been dismantled. The aggro squeeze play called for by GIANTX.
And they know that both players are over there. As soon as that Cypher roll gets popped, they realize that Westside is no longer on A. They might be overcooking things slightly here, though.
I'll find you.
They thought about going for the straight-up A pivot, and then hesitated. So now Westside is actually in a position to win this round.
In a spot to contest. See what he can can get done currently, sitting at 10 and 7.
Cage triggered.
Feeling like maybe he does have to take matters into his own hands, but he's not clearing that corner, not clearing that side, and Brock lying in wait. Hasn't slowed down, has he?
He is destroying people with this weapon.
Spiked it.
I'm glad Bonkar was talking about how difficult it is to use the Odin as well. Because it really does benefit you from putting a lot of time into the gun. Cloud with a huge amount to do here, and Brock's just the first one he's going to have to challenge.
Yeah, Thorns down onto the spike. Had spotted onto that jump peak. Realizing he can't even play for it.
He's not even going to go for it. Yeah, it makes me feel better for picking up the Odin in my rank games and sucking with it.
Yeah, sure.
It looks like an easy weapon until you realize you have to learn 20,000 lineups on every map and visualize spatially where people are when you can't see them.
It's tough. Got to put the server time in.
Yeah.
Start messing around on Yoru, popping up clones through the walls, trying to see what the silhouette looks like.
Brock makes it look easy though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He's on the hunt again.
He's not going to get his target.
He's not playing for the KD though. Nice to see.
Does give Cloud his ult.
Yeah, but Matter also got his in this round too, so I think they'll be perfectly fine with that.
How do you trade that?
Yeah.
Enemy remaining.
Giants trying to swap something up and go for an aggressive set play. Sees nade up over the top. See if you can follow it. They just run into the blender.
It's disgusting work.
Oh, this is a nice. This goes
4-round lead. It's being built up steadily.
Yes.
Inevitably at this point here for NRG. They are in complete control.
This goes here.
Still able to put together a bit of a buy. Prowler gone. Again, that pushback occurring as a heavy stack of bodies from Giants over towards this C-mount area. The boom bot will be broken. Not making it feel like, okay, well, I could still be hanging around, but no. Now the call's being made. Everybody pivot over towards A.
Every time Giants have too much resistance on Mound, NRG are feeling it out perfectly. Never overcommitting.
So, does have to respect that. Giants are moving players into the right position here. With a Tramwise, maybe you can slow them down. Nightfall now going to be used, committed. Off to the side, try and make some moves, but that's an ult committed on either side. Matter with that showstopper, looking for targets. Sees no bodies. Flickless is forward, but doesn't anticipate Som's position. Got a handle on absolutely everything here. Adjusting in time. That Odin spray down. Brock sends Rubinho packing.
Oh, pretender to the crown. You haven't put in the hours that Brock had.
No, just, I mean, listen, it's hard. It's hard to hold down mouse one in that spot.
It's not the most skilled matchup in the world, the Odin versus Odin, is it? But it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
This is brutal. If you only tuned in for Champs playoffs, as we watch Cloud try to save his gun, if you only tuned in for these playoffs, you might be looking, thinking, EMEA KEGW, what is this team up to? You know? But Giants, this is a map that took... They took a map off Paper X. They looked superb in their dismantling of Sentinels. They have earned their spot in the playoffs. For
sure.
And they're out here getting mangled.
Remaining.
Absolutely twisted.
Wow, Brock. That's what I'm talking about.
It's
Competition's getting heightened. And
it's way too easy out there for NRG.
It is, yeah. I mean, we're seeing this as well, Evan. I was wondering when this GIANTX train was going to stop really rolling, I guess, because at this point, I was on board with them. I was like, okay, well, as much as they've got new players unfamiliar with the really biggest stage in the game, they're putting up the results. They made it through groups. They had really close results against some of the top teams that we've got in this tournament. But here, it seems like the pressure of that stage is finally becoming realized, and it's a little bit too much for them.
It does feel like there's some mental component going on here, but I think it's also... Giants, what I've loved about them is they feel like they're in their own bubble where they're just playing their own game. It doesn't matter who they're playing against. They still run the same style, the same strats. They don't shift too much and think about what their opponents are doing, but they've run into a brick wall today. And it's not been on their attack side.
No, it hasn't been the iron wall of NRG.
It's been NRG never opting into the team fights that GIANTX want to take. Yeah, how many times have we seen GIANTX trying to force some big fight over towards Mound, and NRG just back it up? Same thing on Haven. GIANTX wanted to fight over A lobby on the A site, and NRG mostly didn't give them the opportunities they wanted. I think it's been a very intelligent game today coming out from Ethan, Bonkar, Strong, the other people involved in the brain trust over there at NRG.
At this point, I just have to sit down and face it at NRG. They've really stepped up their own attack side calling.
Absolutely.
Used to talk about it as that limiting factor. Hello, Matter! Outlaw and handed that open avenue and angle. Makes full usage of it.
A great
reaps the
anticipation.
rewards.
A great anticipation that GIANTX were doing a mound into that door tap. They've done this C defensive default quite often, and Mada's ready for it.
Now forward again. An aggro play for the final round of this half.
Great anticipation again there from Ethan. Jump spotting that corner.
Jump spot paranoia off to the side. Prowler in your face. Too much to really contend with whatsoever. Flickless. That's your turn, but again, you're going to be meeting that triple face. Does well to adjust and at least ISO potentially one of the fights, but traded out. Steel Garden.
It's perfection.
Overlapped. It is. And NRG are playing like it. Poetry in motion. The way they're moving, always making sure to take fights together, always making sure to trade, and always one step ahead of the game plan. It's up to Westside. Guardian, hit in your face. 1v3 retake. I want to believe, and maybe kills like that. Gets a little bit easier still. 5 bullets left, and you've got to try and find a few more past that point. Som holding his ground and holds down that line of skirmish, scrimmage. 9-3 for the half here. NRG, they haven't slowed down.
No, they haven't. Giants are going to have to come out with an utterly ridiculous attack half, recover the mental, get Aura online. So many things need to go better for them, because at the moment, it is perfection from the NRG camp.
Let's get back to it then. Here at the half, 9-3 for NRG, and 2 of the rounds that Giants did get off the back of the pistol and the follow-up.
Well, they're going to need another one of those, aren't they? But they also just need a complete shift.
And I felt like they came into this map with that shift. They came in aggressive, taking fights.
Yeah.
Looking like they weren't phased by the 13-1 loss.
But I think it's so... I mean, look at here, the Coinbase Econ report, and look at Ara at 18. That's because he was just sat there with an op
the whole
for
time.
Half of his rounds at least, having to save. And of course, Brock on the other side, who we're going to highlight.
Take another look.
Yeah, because it's...
Number is big.
I mean, he's getting worse, though, from map to map, isn't he? He keeps getting worse.
Well, that's right. Listen, if they make it to the finals, he might be pieing. You're right, Josh.
This
got a lot to worry about.
Compared to what he did on Haven, this is... it's some crap.
Yeah.
No, it's... Yeah, obviously, he has just been having a dominant game. An utterly dominant game.
Again, it goes without saying. Round 13, so damn important. I feel silly saying it, really, at this point, but there's always ways in. Listen, game's never finished.
No, and I think that Giants, if they can get some of their big execs working and NRG, I don't know, take their foot off the gas.
The pray for it. Brock. Oh my, okay. Not going to be getting away with the same funny business on Haven. That 4-piece Sheriff in hand. He's swiftly overwhelmed. Now Scuba's the one to try and hold this one back, but what about you, Tilt? Forced to drift away. Ethan has a timer to be taken. Making straight through that smoke as well. Now the shot's going to be rattled. And tap in there with a ghost, but Haunt reveals, and he's just trying to dodge and juke, making sure he doesn't get spammed down in the process. Players arriving now towards it. That TP, or at least the plant, is at least planted down, but that near side just floods all the way through. GIANTX trying to hold on to this one. It's a defending. There's a smoke from Som layered down to try and get him into the action. And so much damage done to these Giants players. Chewed down to barely anything at all. Single bullet and a swift breeze is enough to do them in at this point. Saw himself low in that 2v2. Could come down to these heroics. Grabinho finds it, and one shot surely will do him in. Scuba, 3 bullets left. Drifting around, trying to hunt down those sight lines, spotting where the players are. Again, either side is weak, and it comes down to the individuals. Time ticking, though, on that spike. And Scuba has to get a move on, and GIANTX in control of it. So, not done yet.
The first of many necessary rounds on the board there for GIANTX. And they came in with a good game plan. Overwhelmed Proc instantly, who was choosing a very aggressive way of defending there. And then good damage with a nade that pushed Scuba out of the sight. I think Giants have got good ideas. But NRG were constantly avoiding getting caught by them when NRG were attacking. Now, they have to defend the site, right? In some sense, they do have to take those engagements that GIANTX are going to force.
Play on the eco. Spotted out there by GIANTX. They want nothing to do with it. The orb is going to be given up and conceded, so concede them, prioritizing Matter's ult. As per usual.
I don't think I could mentally handle Thrifty here. Mentally handles, right?
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. GIANTX need to navigate it cleanly. Have to see that. It's all opened up. Oh, they're being wrapped from behind. Trip, though. Weird one.
You can't jump that one.
I was thinking about it.
What's he got, the Fosbury flop?
Yeah, maybe.
He's not got that. You don't have hops like that, Matter.
Considering it.
They're lining up enormously on the staircase to try to punish somebody who
oh
might be
my God.
coming back around.
Yeah.
It's so nerdy.
The quadruple high-low. Don't see that much.
Well, I think you can be fairly confident it's not going back into a B pivot now. And so, as you hear noise on A, you can start stacking a bit more.
Yeah, Ethan here in a TP, here in order presence. Like you said, you can start stacking the players flooding in, but not in a position to really spell it out, play spoiler towards them. Syphilis might be contesting early here. We'll see how this one goes. Flooding with the classics forwards is the fight to be taken. Matter, Matter, no way, no way. It's not like this, man. Useless in the face of him. You can't be getting away with it, NRG. GIANTX, just when they think they have a brief rest, a respite from it. They don't. NRG, they follow the sound cues. They win the fights out just with pistols.
There's a wry smile on Cloud's face because he knows that this one's just gone horrible.
Get out of here. And honestly, the kills could not have gone to a worse player as well if you're Giants.
Yeah, Marta's one away from Showstopper on the defense side. That's horrendous, isn't it?
Everything's gone wrong. Everything has gone wrong.
Today is just not Giants' day.
What are you guys doing? What are you
guys
doing?
I do like the way that NRG played that, though. The quad stack over towards B, you don't see any player B main. You know it's finishing A, and they come out and are forced to fights together, playing off each other.
On the top here, sees and holding down the ground with the bullets. Have to respect that one, though, with the TP back over towards Tree.
Ara looking like he wants to start the lower bracket already.
Yeah, just sent it, didn't they? 2 and 11.
He's had a nightmare of a game here.
Really tough.
A lot of it because he couldn't find any fights with his op. Had to play retake, so quite a lot of it on the defense side. Not exactly his fault, but man, getting him online is a huge win condition. And at the moment, the duelist diff is enormous.
There's the old turn. Haunts spots it, reveals them all up and beamed from every single angle. 11-4, NRG have dinner reservations. Somewhere in the city, might take a while to get there.
How many people, after watching Americas recently, had NRG MIBR be in an upper semi-final? Now that is bizarre.
Certainly bizarre. My bracket though was broken immediately.
Well, of course. But yeah, today, both of the EMEA teams that we've been watching just haven't been able to find their footing whatsoever, but Giants especially. Every disaster befalling them.
They've got to showcase some grit now. Real resilience.
Armada didn't even have to use a showstopper in the previous round.
No. Up against the buy now, GIANTX. It could be exactly what they ordered.
They're being so proactive. They've already taken a rubble fight, fully cleared B main, and have got a triple stack on C.
Fully following the sound cues. Ara's up and above, but again, he won't get anything done, and that's showstopper! Short work of Grabinho. Goodbye.
It is immaculate from NRG.
Good night.
They have got a complete read on what Giants are doing. Like I said, they got info on 3 different parts of the map there.
Well, they're just chasing them around the map, off the sound cues.
Yeah.
Brock sees the traces, he's like, okay, well, I've got the bigger gun, so...
Yeah.
Not going to be winning against that if you're trying to spam out through the smoke. Westside and Cloud are just, yeah, it's that moment. We've all been there in the ranked games. I'm just going to sit and spawn, I'm going to flick around my weaponry and inspect the knife.
And think about...
what's for dinner.
Yeah, maybe your next match. I mean, again, a crazy game down in the lowers as well. If it continues like this, you've got Giants playing against Heretics. One of the EMEA teams
left.
guaranteed to go home. Giants, they just haven't been in the game at all today. It would be a remarkable, unbelievable 8 rounds in a row to get this back to OT. I can't see it. And we've seen some mad comebacks already at Champs, but maybe none would be as remarkable as this one.
10 seconds left.
NRG just get to sit here and run the clock down. If you follow the way that Mada passed on this round, he threw utility and was ready for a rubble fight. Within 5 seconds, he was immediately ready to follow a Prowler and push out B main.
Yep.
And then when he realized the Prowler didn't see anything, he's running over towards C and flood defending with his showstopper.
Just knife out.
And way, way ahead of Giants, like making decisions way quicker.
Look at the complete read on the way that Giants are trying to play, because obviously Giants feeling frustrated.
Yeah.
They want to get something done. They want to try and get the ball rolling. So they're going into these fast plays. They're not taking it slow, steady. But NRG have the read on it. They are always on top of it.
And this, I'd love to tell you that this is where there's the big difference between experience and rookies. Both of these teams have 3 rookies.
Right, the desk was highlighting that.
Now, I think there is less experience on the Giants rookies, but it shouldn't lead to results quite like this.
Yeah.
NRG, though, titanium mental. Some of the comebacks that they made in their previous games against EDG and DRX. Some of the best you've ever seen. 11-2 comeback on Abyss. Giants, though, like I said, need 8 in a row here against that team. They need to harvest some of the resilience shown by their opponents.
No real ults to work with on the side of GIANTX now. All grouped up, 5 alive over towards C.
Som also fully in control of this area, so they can pull reinforcements from B whenever they like.
As you see the presence, that's a snake bite. How the hell is Westside going down to that? Some form of damage from Prior. Bullets laid down into him, and Ethan is happy to concede and give up most of this space. You've already got the pick, there's no reason to take it one step further.
And Giants not fighting for extra control, not pushing spawn or waterfall.
The tap, now an attempt to punish Grabinho. Hello! He's entered the server. Plan could go down now with no more problems, and that's an ult earned up. Cloud lets it loose. Absolutely everything to try and keep them into it. Nightfall scatters just the one tag. Stomp forwards now. Spraying them down. Kind of looking for the reposition as that door opens up. Trying to threaten that they could be approaching from multiple directions there. That Paranoia also sweeping, and Giants have got their backs against the walls. The shots need to be landed, and landed they will. Damage done. Grabinho is the one to stand up. In a round like this, keeps his team alive and active.
Forcing those dry fights over towards Waterfall. Here's that kill as it happened. Westside already low. Takes the decay, dies to the snake bite. But it's these couple from Grabinho that make the difference. 2 really sharp shots with the Vandal.
My God, do they need it.
8 chances to close out this match. Goes down to 7. Get your pens out. And the double Odins come out to play. Brock and Som. This is the classic from NRG.
Yep. Spam them down. A is just unavailable. What you can take into it.
A pit?
A pit in a rubble fight. I've seen it all.
That's a crazy one.
That's got to force an instant reaction now, but again, Giants are just tepid about it.
It frees up 3 players to go and defend B,
yeah.
Which is where Giants were looking to put the pressure. And they're worried and slow because they're thinking, could there be a vice wall at front B? We can't just run in willy-nilly. Again, NRG completely in control. And I don't think they even needed the pit to lock this area off. They're already doing fine with just some jump spotting it earlier.
Walks forwards. Hello. Oh my God, that's a lot of damage, and he knows they're going for it. The jump spot, trying to punish for that wall, but these players are being turned into mincemeat. Down into the choke point. Som with 2. TP into the back lines. This is Grabinho looking to make a play. This team on his back once more. Has to be the case if they're to survive here in his upper quarters. Plants, tapped, hello. Brock's a bit asleep at the wheel there. Westside's being handed an opportunity. It's a 3v3.
Mini-map moment, maybe? Didn't have his eyes on the prize.
We said it was going to take moments from NRG taking a foot off the gas to let Giants back in, but again, Grabino asked to do the most. Trading has been impeccable from NRG, and it's no different here in a round like this. Trying to take it into the final few moments. West side of a lot of damage done, still dishing it out. Scuba trying to creep his way back into the fight. Will be shut down. So Giants now, 6 rounds, 6 chances.
Yeah.
You know the spiel.
Putting together a couple of big moments here, and I like the ult from Grabino. He takes Heaven control very decisively in this spot. It looked like Som had done enough. I also think, yeah, that's unlucky. Something strange going on there for Brock.
Let's try, boys. Let's try. Yes,
Either looking at the minimap or looking at one of his cooldowns, something like that. And Brock just with the one Odin now. Steel Garden to play with as well. You've got to stop Flickless from getting onto sites. And Giants start the round by going rubble.
All NRG need is the one. Catch on the west side. Back from south up with the door opened wide, so B clearly cleared.
The cage will slow NRG down a little. There is a window here for them to push into A.
Thorns. Slow down the approach again. Brock is quite hyper-committed as a Steel Guard. He's going to be using now. The sidearm's already pre-aimed and equipped, but inside that smoke again. Hopping around with a swordie in hand. It is Cloud who hunts him down. Throwing that blood in the water, and he does even it out. So now, 4v4. To the row, and if Giants can get onto the site, a pit could be exactly what they wanted in a spot like this. Now we're seeing an ult from Som, looking to really contest and reinforce up towards A's on that high ground perch. Watching for it. Haunt immediately dealt with. Pit is going to be down, but Arrow's already down for the count. That's a seize and a nade. Orkin Cannonade now up with that paranoia, and there is no chance in the world for Cloud. This is surely it. The spike out into the open. No chance whatsoever. Giants going to be sent straight down to the lowers, and NRG. No messing around from them.
They came to play today. NRG from the very beginning looking to dismiss these ideas of slow starts. And Flickless just playing for extra time on that big stage because there is no hope here in the 1v4.
NRG. Every single player on top form, every single idea going wrong. They have been on top of it all, and now they are sailing further forwards in that uppers, and they send Giants all the way down.
An incredible performance today from NRG. You'd think that the competition should get stronger, the games should get more competitive, but NRG, after